We are live, folks. Hey, everybody from the INC in Denver. I'm here with Mr. Bitcoin Beast,
Hey.
Boligo, aka Damo. How we feeling, Beast?
Not bad, yeah.
So I posted a picture of you on the elliptical to the Telegram group for Maha, and everyone was like freaking out. It's Mr. Beast, it's Mr. Beast. And they're like, bro, that's not Mr. Beast. And it's like, but you do look an awful lot like Mr. Beast. Did you get that a lot?
I get it a lot. Like people on the street, they stop me. It's like, hey, did anyone ever tell you look like Mr. Beast? I'm like, yes, many people have told me that.
And but you've also you're kind of leaning into this too now, right?
Yeah, so I really admire how he just gives people money. It's sort of like a very philanthropic viral strategy, and how he recycles all the money he gets from each video into the next video. And I want to do that too, except instead of dollar bills, I want to use Bitcoin.
Bitcoin,
yeah, exactly.
and crypto kind of in general too.
Yeah, crypto in general, NFTs, yeah.
NFTs, ordinals.
Ordinals are NFTs.
Ordinals are NFTs, yeah. So Bitcoin NFTs.
Is square, rectangle.
Rectangles are squares. No, squares are rectangles.
So we've given away some Bitcoin at the INC too. We were asking people questions about Bitcoin.
Yeah, some trivia questions. Made them do some push-ups.
Yeah, we had one guy do 10 burpees for $10, and it was actually Kyle Warner, who's a former pro mountain biker and videographer for American Values, one of the Kennedy Super PACs, or the Maha Super PACs. And yeah, I was pretty stoked. What do you think about all that, Damo?
And I'm having the best time.
Having the best time.
Having the best time. The vibes are high. The message is connected. The values are aligned. It's the best of the best. 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. 11 out of 10. And we've got what, 5 more hours of this conference?
I mean, for the proper, and then there's the night.
And then there's the night, and you know, and I feel like having the Cybertruck here has kind of added a lot.
Yeah, when I saw you on the machine and driving around with the music blasting, and you on the back of the trunk, that was hilarious, man. Like
I gotta get that video from you. We gotta post that because it is amazing. Literally, Damo on the Cybertruck, on the Gazelle, on the back of this Cybertruck, rocking as we're playing. I'm a maniac. It was just insane. Cybertruck chats coming to New York, Kyle. That's what Fed's asking. What do you think, guys?
Let's go.
Let's go. You know, I mean, this is like the Maha Cybertruck, and I feel like New York really isn't kind of a battleground state, but New York is a cultural state, and it's tons of eyeballs, and it's going to be important. There's lots of amazing people there. So
Bobby's home state.
Bobby's home state. And it would be great to get the Cybertruck to New York. The next plans for the Cybertruck is tomorrow we're going to be leaving. We're going to head to Kansas City, where we're going to meet up with Travis Wright, aka TW, on Twitter. He is the host of the Bad Crypto podcast. He is a big believer in Maha and the movement and the token. He's an absolute legend. So we're going to be meeting up with him, doing a cyber talk with him. You know, again, this the computer is connected to the phone for internet, and then is connected to the Cybertruck for audio. Seems like it's great quality. It's like, man, what incredible technology we have these days. So, you know, we're gonna go from Kansas City, make our way to Sarasota. Stops along the way. You know, we're gonna have to hit a lot of charging zones. So I feel like one of the things we'll probably do is by just doing cyber talks kind of along the way at these charging stations is a kind of a good opportunity.
Just drop-ins and updates and inspiration and vibes.
Exactly. And you know, if you're not in the Maha Telegram, definitely get in the Maha Telegram, because we're posting a lot of quick update videos, and also tracking what's going on with the Maha token. So I think it's important to just explain and explore a little bit what the Maha token is. And I'm gonna let Damo explain it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, no worries. No, it's great, man. So there's a perception in crypto that a lot of things are just like pump and dumps. You get these things called meme coins. They don't really mean anything. And so a lot of these new tokens you launch end up getting that basic perception right off the gate. And something that we need people to understand is this is not a meme coin. This is a movement coin. It's a currency. It's an economic system that if we successfully build community of shared identity and purpose, there's a huge, essentially an addressable market for all the things we need in our lives that are healthy, alternatives for things like our unhealthy food and medicine and everything else. So we launched this token to help fund the movement. It uses a novel taxing mechanism so that each transaction assesses a tax of 2% on each buy and each sell, which goes into a wallet that ends up being the movement fund. So like a GoFundMe, except that it's actually predicated on the economic behavior, the economic engagement of the community itself. And that's the opportunity we have at our disposal here, creating sustainable movements through alternative economics with these incredible technologies.
And there's a lot of there's pressure from the trading community to really kind of there's a lot of tactics that are employed in the meme coin world.
The degen thing.
It's the degen thing, and I've stated that one of the missions of Maha coin and the Maha token is to turn degens into regens. And and with that said, we're not going to play the traditional pump and dump kind of Ponzi-nomics.
Yeah, there's ways of communicating and ways of like activating and rating channels and stuff like that just aren't. I mean, it's like there's ways of doing it authentically and in alignment, but it usually is not done that way. And so the people that buy into these tokens early don't care if it's done the right way. They just want to see number go up, and that's where we need to make sure that we're doing things truly organically and in alignment.
Well, and exactly, and it's like this is going to be an organic kind of token, if you will.
Make America healthy again. It's got to be organic.
Make America healthy again. This is a larger movement too, and the Maha token is helping support the election of Trump, Bobby, Tulsi, Elon, we the people versus we the matrix. So the resources and the marketing that we can deploy into IRL activations, into creating awesome content. Like we've been here at the INC meeting with some of the leading figures within the independence movement. Del Bigtree was sitting here yesterday, and was the director of production for the Kennedy campaign, and was one of Bobby's closest advisors, and he now has a Maha Alliance super PAC as well. And so the Maha movement is very big, and a lot of people don't fully understand crypto and how it all works, and that's okay. We're not we can actually be kind of an education portal on-ramp for that. We can also just service and leverage and be a point of contact for this community that we've all three of us have been in for. I think collectively we got probably 30 plus years of being in crypto. So, and this meme coin kind of action, this degen land has not been around that long. I got into Bitcoin because it represented an alternative to the existing financial system. It wasn't about number go up. It was about providing a resilient, secure, alternative model that is far superior to the existing, domination structure that's debt-based and scarcity-based. And so there's a lot to this, and and Antoine, aka Mr. Bitcoin Beast, has been a builder and a developer and a creator, and got in super early, and got some incredible stories to tell. You want to share any stories?
I'm thinking which ones to share. I mean, so I made some NFTs on Litecoin, and ended up increasing the size of the Litecoin blockchain by 10% in 2 weeks.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Look up the Litecoin blockchain size chart, and you'll see a little blip.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Joe Biden's election bit.
June last year, I should keep doing that. This keeps stopping me, but I could double the size of Litecoin if I wanted to. Anybody could do it. It's just a matter of paying the transaction fees. So I went to Charlie Lee, in Nashville. I went to the Litecoin Summit, and Charlie Lee was there, the founder of Litecoin, and I showed him this.
Charlie.
And I showed him oh, have you seen this little blip? And he's like, yeah, I saw that. It must have been ordinals or something. He's like, no, that was me. And he's like, oh, it was you, damn. Well, he didn't say that, but his eyes said that. And then I said I could it cost me $5K to do that, and I could double the size of Litecoin if I really wanted to. And he's like, please don't.
Yeah, and this is a if you know you know kind of thing. And
You got to look at the blockchain size of Litecoin.
You have to be at least 3 layers deep in the crypto rabbit hole to know what he's talking about. But it was a good story.
Here's a question
Yeah.
from the community. What do you think of XRP? I know you were
To
a
be
big
honest, I've
you were
never
Oh,
a big
delved-
Stellar guy back in
Big
the day.
Stellar guy. Yeah.
I've never delved too deeply into it, to be honest.
I still think Stellar's got an interesting shape to it.
I mean, I know that there's a very large, like very bullish XRP community, but I have some kind of reservations and hesitations around it, primarily from my actual experience with it. One of the requirements to use it, it may have changed. This may no longer be correct, but you had to stake 20 XRP into a wallet in order to participate. So that means you had to pay basically like, if it's 50 cents, which I think it's more than that, that'd be $10 just to have the privilege of being on the network and being able to send and receive. And yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Plus, like that combined with the origin launch of it, some of the figures within it wasn't necessarily fair. It's also like, it has how do I say this? A reputation, or maybe there's some myth around it that it is the
Banker's coin.
Yeah, the banker's coin, the banker's blockchain, and
That's not really why we got in.
that's not really
It's just not
that's
really
not
why
really
we
what it's all
think.
about. You want to talk about Doge? Let's talk about Doge.
about
Let's talk about Doge. I mean, I think Doge is like the absolute best. I think it's way superior to Bitcoin. It is a fork of Bitcoin. It just has a different, monetary supply and what do you call it?
It's almost like it's monetary policy.
It has a different monetary policy.
But
exactly.
in crypto, monetary policy is coded in. Your emission schedule is coded.
Yeah, so whereas like Bitcoin has a hard cap of 21 million, Dogecoin doesn't have a hard cap, but it has a fixed rate of inflation of 10,000 Doge every block. So it just kind of linearly goes up. The inflation rate effectively goes down a little micro
As a
amount
percent of the total, it's less and less
every
every
down.
time.
So it's an
It's novel.
anti-inflationary. It's novel and it's fun. So it's like, Bitcoin has become like the gold of crypto. It's it's not in its current setup. With Lightning, micropayments are kind of possible, but that's another layer on top of it. It's become more of a, like, Trump was saying, never sell your Bitcoin, and like, there's people that are just like buy and hold, never sell your Bitcoin. That's not what Bitcoin was supposed to be, guys. Bitcoin is supposed to be the alternative
P2P digital cash.
P2P digital cash, not digital gold. I mean, digital gold became one of its characteristics,
Yeah.
and
it's working.
the scarcity element, enable that to grow. So it's all good. It's all good. And then with the smaller block size, it means it doesn't have the highest transaction throughput. And then you got guys like Mr. Bitcoin Beast here who are putting images into the Bitcoin blockchain. It's further limiting the capacity for it to scale towards being a P2P electronic cash. But Doge is actually
it's
fast
fun.
and cheap and fun, and it's funny is the big thing. So it's like Bitcoin is basically like gold, and then maybe I'd say like Ethereum is like silver or maybe oil or something like that.
Yeah.
And then like Doge is like copper, but cuter. So it's the pennies. It's like, it's the people's. It's got value. It's beautiful. It's magical, and it's highly useful, and it's in plentiful supply. So Doge is great. Shout out to MyDoge for making one of the most fun Dogecoin wallets out there. And then these guys rule.
Any other thoughts out there?
Yeah, if anybody's
Feel
got any
free
other
to prod
questions,
us.
just ask a question. Happy to do. What happens if the internet goes down?
We've got bigger problems if the internet goes down.
Is that like your personal internet or like general internet?
Like the grid, and it's a legitimate question. And there's plenty of room for good arguments for having things like precious metals and a stockpile of dry goods and food and all those basic things. But in the optimistic space and in the space where we are currently still living in a moving forward
Check 1, 2. I think we should be back. We should be good. Let me just check. Audio. Okay, we're back. Yeah, great.
Good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. So like, if the internet goes down, we've got big problems, and we should all be promoting and encouraging each other to have sort of like basic necessities, and ideally circling up and developing really strong community connections, so that if terrible things like that happen, we have real fabric of society still on that local level. But we're living in this big world. We're trying to keep this going. We're trying to make it more beautiful and solve the problem. So that parallel infrastructure of like a digital native currency that's not manipulated or oppressed.
Antoine, hold on.
this.
Let's get this guy. Hey, Clint! Clint!
Fuck.
You want to drop in?
Anyway,
Another Cyber Talk miracle.
I think I'll get the point.
Yes, sir.
You want to pop in?
You know, I'm going to Virginia. I don't know if you know Virginia's thing at 4.
Okay.
Virginia Salas.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So, I will
Copy
take
that.
a rain check.
All right. Sounds good, brother. Just
Almost
wanted
got
to
him.
invite because I know.
What's that?
I just wanted to invite you because I know.
I appreciate it. I want to do it. So, if we can do it a little later. I'm
Yeah,
down.
we'll get you.
All right.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Thank
Let's do
you.
it, brother.
See you guys.
Okay. Yeah. That Cyber Talk is
Did
coming
we
up.
have responses to the response? Anything?
No, I mean, like, you know, this is one of the things. It's like hoarding money. It's like what happens if the banks like lock you out?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and hey, speaking about if the internet goes down, one of the issues I'm really interested in is mesh networking.
mhm.
There's a project here at the INC that's really rad called
Love Pods.
Love Pod. Let's see if I can get that. Yeah, Love Pod. It was invented by a native Okanagan woman, I believe, in the tribal lands in Canada. They created essentially like a Starlink, but it's a hybrid of satellite, 4G, and mesh. So when you're using it as like driving down the road, you're either connecting to towers or satellites, but if you're close to other of these devices, it automatically creates a meshed networking protocol. You get enough, and this is critical for us, I think, as parallel infrastructure
It's
goes.
really
We
important.
need
Resilience.
these sorts of nodes everywhere, and there is no internet going down because anybody having a device close enough to anybody else having a device is an internet. And you create that fabric in a self-healing, self-propagating, decentralized way because every node is just, hey, I turned on a device, I'm now in the network. I think this is huge for building that parallel system world.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing
Love Pod. They're beautiful.
Love Pod. Yeah, I'm also just noticing we've got like this space right
Some
here.
real estate.
That would be some good. Like I'd like to maybe get a Maha sticker.
Should see if it's
Um,
magnetic. So you can always have like Maha on one side, and then if we're talking about a group or a project or a product, we can throw a magnet up there.
If someone ever wants to sponsor this thing,
That's what I'm saying.
vote RFK Jr. for president. Actually, you know what? I think right there, I've got a perfect sticker for that. Let's go. I got that really nice. Here it is. Awesome. Maybe a little bit big.
Yeah, it's a little cool.
Could be fun. Let's try. Yeah, Love Pod, and that another thing about Love Pod too is like I think it's going to be $200 or maybe
Yeah,
$250
for a little like iPhone-sized device that's your satellite
And
4G
then-
mesh
and then-
router,
and then $50 a month, and
and it can replace your home internet service in some places.
it can replace your home internet service. Plus, it's part of creating a resilient mesh network.
And check this out: their servers, they're on Okanagan land. So if a government agency wanted to go to them and try to get the information, they would have to go through the Canadian government through tribal treaties, and the tribe can just tell them to fuck off. But even better, the whole network is end-to-end encrypted, so there's no data they have access to begin with. So there's so many layers of integrity, of data sovereignty, and anti-censorship, and parallel systems design. Awesome. And it's a really great example to me of what we're going for here.
Any other cool projects here? There's a bunch. I mean,
There's a bunch.
there's
There's a bunch that was actually
there's my
actually
friend.
really
Well, he's not at the conference, but he's working on something similar. It's called UBITEL, UBI.tel, and it also has to do with the mesh networks and universal basic income. So it's kind of a mesh of those things.
Yeah, I mean, by like participating in the mesh network, like there's value that you're providing, and currently it's being extracted by by the big corporations. And the part of the decentralized agenda is removing the need for large corporations to be our gatekeepers, and through open decentralized networks with participation models, by participating in it, you can be the shareholder, the stakeholder that's yielding on being a value add to it. So by making that investment, it's quite likely that you'll be rewarded with tokens.
What do we got from Fed?
We got a question from Fed. All right, let's go. Any opportunities to get involved volunteering with Maha? Frank D, former staff Northeast Operations Manager, K24. Let's go,
Frank D, bro.
baby. Any opportunities to get involved in with Maha? Well, so Maha, I'll just come back to this. We've got the Maha token. Hop in, guys.
We've got Operation Paperboy.
We got Operation Paperboy coming up, which is going to be a massive newspaper drop across the world. We've got, no, come on in. They don't want to come?
Shy. He's a little shy. He's a behind the camera kind of guy.
Warner, you want to come in? Yeah, of course you can use that.
Oh, yeah.
So here is Holden and Kyle Warner. All right, we're going to drop this for now. This has been great. Love you guys.
Love.
Love. Yes, there's opportunities to get involved. And if you want to help volunteer and participate with the Maha token, go to mahaoneth.com. Join our Telegram to say what's up. And let's get involved. Check it out. Here we've got Holden Kalata, one of the main voices within the Kennedy Maha movement, influencers, etc. KOL, if you will. He is on the Tony Little Gazelle with Kyle Warner, professional mountain biker, videographer. It looks like they're about to shoot some Maha content. So this is Maha magic, folks. Let's make America healthy again. Let's make America heroic again. Let's make anyone happy again. Love you guys.
Love.
Best. Ending the stream.